All right, so number 2, we're going to do the same thing, but we're just starting with some different given information. We have our directrix x equals 2 and our vertex 0, negative 2. Okay, so step 1 is what, guys? What do I do first? Graph it. So let's do that. X equals 2. That's a vertical line going through 2 on the x-axis for my directrix. My vertex is 0, negative 2. That's over none, down 2. Where should my focus be? To the left. That's right, to the left. So if my directrix is 2 spaces to the right, my focus should be 2 spaces to the left. And we can determine the coordinates as left 2, down 2, so that'd be negative 2, negative 2. Step 1 is done. Step 2 is to pick the equation. So instead of me writing them both up here this time, we'll pick one. You guys can tell me. Let's go ahead and sketch it. And you guys look in your notes. Don't shout it out. I'll call on somebody. You can tell me which equation to use. I'll give you a few seconds here. Notice it's going to the left. So Giselle, what equation would we use for that? Very good. Whenever it's going to the left or to the right, we're going to use the equation that has the y minus k being squared. So step 3, we're ready to find the vertex. That's actually just a given piece of information. It's 0, negative 2. And 0 represents which letter? The H, and the negative 2 is the K. So I like to label them at this step. You don't have to do that. Now what am I going to do? Find out what A is. A equals 1 over 4 times C. Now starting at the vertex, which way do I have to go to get to my focus? Left. I have to move left, right? So since I'm going left, my C is going to be positive or negative? It's going to be negative. When you go left or down, those are negative values. So since we're going to the left, it's going to be negative. And just how far did I go? It's kind of hard to see from where you're sitting maybe, but it's 2 spaces to the left. So C is going to be negative 2. 2 spaces to the left is represented by negative 2. And then we go ahead and simplify this, and we get negative 1/8 for the A. All we have to do now is plug in all these numbers we got. 0 goes in for H, negative 2 is going in for K, and the negative 1/8 will go in for the A. I'll write that over here as step 5. So we have x minus 0, negative 1/8 times y minus a negative 2 squared. Let's clean it up a little bit. X minus 0 can just be written as what? X. Y minus a negative 2 is y plus 2, right? Squared. And that's the equation of the parabola you guys see there. Go ahead and write down number 3, please. Number 3. 4. Okay, so step 1 is to graph the given information, and we'll find the third piece, the directrix. Where should that be located? Left, right, top, or bottom? Should be underneath of everything, right? So here we go. How far away are these? Well, it looks like it's 2 plus 3. Sorry, 2 plus 4, which is 6. So I got to go 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my directrix should be here. and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's what equals 10? Y equals 10. When it's a horizontal line, it's y equals 10. That's my D. All right. Thank you. And that would be a negative 10. Okay, so what equation would this be, you guys? Yeah, it's the, which one is being squared, y minus k or x minus h? The x minus h is being squared in this one. I'm going to actually write the equation the other way this time just so you guys can kind of get used to seeing it. But the x minus h is being squared, and you can have the y minus k on the other side. So let's go ahead and move on to step 2 now. I'm sorry, step 3. So my vertex is given to us. It's 3, negative 4. That's your h and your k. Let's find out what a is. Why don't you guys see if you can figure out what a is. Think about it for a second and I'll call on somebody. So what do you think, Jazz? Not sure what the C is? Okay, well, do you know how to find the C? You start where? The vertex. And then we want to go up to what? So how far up? So it's up. So we know C is going to be what? Okay, now how far up is it then? Positive. It's kind of hard to count from there. It's 6 though. So it's positive 6. And that's what we would plug in. So A is going to be 1/24. And then after that you just plug everything in. A is 1/24. H is 3. Alright, and then y minus k. Y minus a negative 4 would be y plus 4.